Did you know that in 1692, something tragic occurred as a result of the hasty generalization fallacy? The Salem witch trials in colonial Massachusetts led to the wrongful persecution of innocent people. Mass hysteria and fear took hold of the community, causing them to quickly assume that anyone accused of witchcraft was guilty. This hasty generalization led to the execution of many people and the imprisonment of many more. The hasty generalization fallacy played a significant role in the trials, as individuals were condemned based on unsubstantiated accusations and unreliable evidence. Neighbors turned against each other, making sweeping assumptions about the guilt of those accused. The community's reliance on the hasty generalization fallacy fueled the hysteria and ultimately cost innocent lives. This is a prime example of the hasty generalization fallacy, where conclusions are drawn based on insufficient evidence. Hey rational rebels! Welcome to the arena of reason, the very place we train our minds to spot cognitive pitfalls. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, where we strive for cognitive precision and free our minds from that mental prison. Today, we're exploring the hasty generalization fallacy, a fallacy that occurs when someone draws a broad conclusion based on insufficient or biased evidence. We'll delve into the psychology behind this fallacy and how it can lead to unfair stereotypes and judgments. Before we delve into this intriguing topic, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our mind-strengthening content. If you find our podcast valuable, consider supporting us through PayPal using the link in the description. Your support helps us continue our mission of promoting rational thinking. Also, please share this episode with someone you know who might be interested in understanding the hasty generalization fallacy. Supercharge your mind, hit subscribe, don't be left behind. Let's get started. Let's explore some scientific studies that have investigated this cognitive bias. In a study by Tversky and Kahneman, 1971, participants were given a description of a person and asked to make assumptions about that person's profession. The study found that participants often made hasty generalizations based on stereotypes, even when given statistical information that contradicted their assumptions. Another study by Gilbert, Pelham, and Kroll, 1988, showed that people tend to rely on hasty generalizations when they are cognitively busy or under time pressure. This suggests that our cognitive resources play a role in whether we fall for this fallacy or not. Here are some real-world examples of the hasty generalization fallacy that you might recognize. 1. Assuming that all people from a certain country or region share the same personality traits, beliefs, or behaviors. 2. Believing that one bad experience with a particular product or service means that all similar products or services are of poor quality. 3. Believing that because one person in a particular profession is dishonest or untrustworthy, all people in that profession must be the same. 4. Generalizing a political party's stance on an issue based on the actions or statements of one or a few of its members. 5. Assuming that a single anecdote or testimonial is enough evidence to support a claim, without considering the broader context or additional information. 6. Concluding that a new diet or exercise plan is effective based on a single success story, without considering other factors or a more comprehensive set of data. So, who is especially at risk of falling for the hasty generalization fallacy? Research indicates that younger individuals, those with lower cognitive abilities, and people with less formal education may be more prone to making hasty generalizations. Additionally, personality traits such as impulsivity and low openness to experience could make individuals more likely to fall victim to this fallacy. Now that we know more about the hasty generalization fallacy and who might be more prone to it, let's look at some tips for spotting it and avoiding it. 1. Be mindful of stereotypes and assumptions that might be clouding your judgment. Remind yourself that people, situations, and experiences can be diverse and complex. 2. Consider whether there's enough evidence to support your conclusion. If you're basing your opinion on just one or a few examples, it might be a hasty generalization. 3. Slow down your thinking, especially when you're under time pressure or feeling emotionally charged. This can help you avoid jumping to conclusions too quickly. 4. Expose yourself to all perspectives and experiences, which will help you develop a more nuanced understanding of the world around you. By learning from history, scientific research, and real-world examples, you can become more aware of this cognitive bias and take steps to counteract it in our daily lives. So, the next time you find yourself making assumptions or drawing conclusions, take a moment to consider whether you might be falling victim to the hasty generalization fallacy. Your ability to think critically and question assumptions will serve you well in the long run. So, rational rebels, what are your thoughts on this fallacy? Have you or someone you know experienced a similar situation? Share your perspective with the community and in the comments below. Your support is incredibly valuable to us. If you can, please consider making a donation through the PayPal link in the description. Every contribution helps us continue creating content that promotes critical thinking. Thank you for being a part of our mission. Keep your mind sharp, raise your banner with a like, enlist and subscribe to become a rational rebel alike, avoiding all the pitfalls that may come your way. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, signing off for today.